Iron Talk number 2. It is freaking chest and shoulder day. And I don't really have a topic to discuss too much in this video. Actually, maybe I do. With self-improvement or just the things I make videos about, it often gets really complicated as to like what you should do, how you can be more productive and all these things. But I feel like just the bottom line of everything is put in more effort and you're going to get in more results. It's what Rich Piana said: the more you put in, the more you get out. And what I love so much about bodybuilding, aside from just the lifting part of it, the dieting part of it, what I love the most is that you can take its principles and apply it to every area of life. So I guess I'll just explain a little bit more on that as you watch me training chest and starting off with some pec flies here. But when you think about bodybuilding, a lot of it comes down to your genetics and what you're given. And that's the same thing in life. You're given genetics to be good at specific things, but the way you work, the amount of effort you put into things, obviously also impacts the results you gain. So when you're training, you can have not bad genetics, but you can have average genetics. But if you're training hard, if you're putting in more hours every time, or every few months, you're putting in more time, you're eating more meals, you're sleeping longer, you're gonna make more gains. And if you really just want to maximize what you're getting out of your training and what you're getting out of life in general, it's to put in as much as you possibly can. Now, in training, you can overtrain, and in life, you can kind of overdo some things. You can get overly stressed out about whatever, school, and just trying to work really hard because you think you're David Goggins all of a sudden, when in reality you're not, and you need to build up to that level of discipline. There comes times when you work so hard that you kind of stress yourself out. And there's conflicting ideas. Some people say that's actually a good thing. I'm not going to get into that. Just the point is that you're given certain tools in your life. You're given this body, this mind, and it's up to you to put them to the best use that you possibly can. And that goes for life and bodybuilding. That's just one way that they're kind of correlated. Let's take me, right? My physique. I was just genetically very skinny. Like, if you look at pictures of me when I'm like 14, 15, dude, I literally look like a twig. I was like 120 pounds. But through a lot of effort, a lot of training, a lot of learning, eating, I built this physique. And no, it's not a Mr. Olympia physique, but it's a pretty good physique for being 18, natural, 4 years of training. I mean, I think it's pretty solid myself, if I'm being honest. Yes, I hate myself half the time because of body dysmorphia, but generally I do admit that my physique is pretty impressive for my age and for the genetics that I was given. And the same thing goes for life. I've always kind of just been like pretty lazy and average. I had every excuse to live an average life and just kind of be, an average guy, watching their Netflix before bed and things like that, eating junk food all the time. But no, I found a reason to work harder because I wanted to make money. I wanted to do good in school and things like that. So I found a reason to do it, and I just, through repetitive failures, just like in the gym, like there are gonna be so many workouts that suck. There are gonna be so many times where you look in the mirror and you hate how you look, but just keep pushing through it and you'll continue to see results here and there. There are gonna be times where you look in the mirror and you're genuinely impressed with yourself. Yes, most of the time it's when you have a pump, but that's just the way it is in life as well. Sometimes you're gonna look back at life and be like, dude, what have I done this entire time? Like, I haven't progressed at anything. And then sometimes you're gonna look back and be like, I've really come far. I'm proud of what I've done. And it's just this up and down spiral of feeling satisfied and feeling dissatisfied with yourself. In this whole self-improvement community type area of YouTube, I guess, I don't even know how to explain it, but it's generally just considered that you always have to be on top of your game. You always have to be doing whatever you possibly can, always disciplined. And that is ideal, but as humans, that's just not the way we are. And I feel like this is something I did. I was just so stressed out about being on the money every single time, always being on my routine and working on stuff. And the reality is, you can set up a plan for yourself in life and say that you're going to be disciplined through all of this, have your New Year's resolution and everything. But just like what Mike Tyson said, bro, everyone has a plan till they get punched in the face or the mouth or whatever he said. And life will punch you in the mouth so many times. Your plan will get messed up. Just like in bodybuilding, again, to relate it back to it, like you're gonna do a prep, let's say for a show, and like I'm dieting down right now, and there've been so many times where like, oh shoot, I have to do this, I have to refeed my body because I'm so weak and I have trash workouts. Like you'll have a plan of this is the diet I want to follow, and you start following it and your digestion's messed up, you're not getting good pumps and things like that, so you have to change it up again. That's the same thing in life. Like you'll have an idea of you're going to work towards this goal, and you get started on, and you're like, I really don't want this, and you kind of go in the other direction, and it's just up and down, and you don't really know what you want, but you just keep trying at different things. But what people don't realize is trying at all these different things gives you value in itself. Just like how in bodybuilding, trying these different diets, these different training plans, they're not going to give you like full gains, but they're going to give you insight as to how you can fully structure your plans in the future. And it's just going to allow you to learn. I think that's the biggest thing. Instead of forcefully trying to improve yourself all the time, try and learn. Try and accept your failures and use them to get better. If your workout sucked, if your last few sessions have been bad, the split hasn't been working, the techniques that you're using haven't been working, then you change it up when you're training. Same thing in life. If something isn't working, you change it up. But the bottom line of all of this is, I know it's kind of been all over the place in the video, but the bottom line is that just like in bodybuilding and life, you just have to put in more effort if you want more results. It's like if you're feeling depressed, or if you're feeling down, or if you feel like just things suck, I'm going to be honest with you, most of the time you're just being a bitch. And that's the bottom line of it all, man. Like, that's just the way things are. You have to accept the fact that you're going to face adversity, you're going to face difficulty along the way. Not all your workouts are going to be great. You're going to look in the mirror sometimes and think you look terrible. And in life, you're going to feel terrible a lot of the time. Being a man means feeling terrible for a lot of the time, oftentimes more than you feel good. And that's just a part of the process. You have to accept it. Stop whining and crying about how you're depressed and things like that, because it's only going to make it worse. You just have to push through things and learn from their experiences. And, you know, there have been times where I've come on these videos and I've kind of had like a good mood. And there's times where I've had like a really depressed, down mood, and I've gotten into like some deep topics. But now I'm just chilling right now. And, you know, that this probably won't last very long, because that's just the way life works. You know, there's going to be a few days where you feel great, a few days where you feel like garbage. But the most important thing, the bottom line of it all, is through these experiences, through these ups and downs, though it may just feel chaotic and crazy, it's your responsibility to bring order to that chaos and to just push through all the adversity you feel and just get better every single day. Every day, do something that you hate doing because you hate doing it, and that'll help you out a lot. That's something I've been doing this year. And I can't say working out is one of them, because I freaking love moving around heavy weight. Though I'm not moving around heavyweight right now because I'm deep into the cut. But hope you liked the video. This is Iron Talk number 2, chest and shoulder day. Let's look at this. Let's look at the training footage. If there's still some training footage here, I don't think there is anymore. But I mean, I'll just talk about what I did. I did some pec flies. I mainly just used machines for chest, because when I was pressing, I didn't quite feel it very good in my chest. And being on the cut, my strength sucks, and there's quite a good chance that I drop the bar on myself when I'm benching, that I die on the bench press pretty much. So I'm not going to do a regular bench press. Smith machine was taken, so I just did machines. And then for shoulders, I mean, shoulders is like as simple as it gets. You just lateral raise and freaking press. And yeah, man, that's it. Just like you press heavy weight in the gym, press up all your problems in life and push through it. You got this, bro. I believe in you. Reject mediocrity, embrace mastery. See you in the next video.